What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Bullshot Darts. So a few weeks ago, I had a darts tournament and I put together my best outs performance ever. I put up an average finish of 75 and including a 150 checkout. So I just want to talk about my match that I did that in. And also this last weekend, I had my first soft tip darts tournament in a very long time. So I'm really excited to talk about that because that's helping me bounce back. I mean, you guys could tell I haven't uploaded in like 3 weeks. It wasn't just YouTube I was taking a break from, it was darts in general. So having this tournament lined up and going to it felt really good. And I just want to talk about my mindset from taking this break and going into this tournament and how I'm feeling now and how I'm going to use this to bounce back and, you know, get back motivated to shooting more darts again. But first, guys, it is Bullshot's mission to grow the sport of darts. So if you are new, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, drop this video a thumbs up, and also go check out bullshotdarts.com. The Bullshot logo is the coolest logo in darts, so it makes it the best way to show your love and passion for the greatest sport in the world. I actually just ordered my brand new samples. Those should be in about a week. And I should be able to launch this store by the end of the year. And I'm just so excited for this first merch drop. And I have so much stuff planned for the future too. I could go on and on about how excited I am for this, but I'll cut it short here, guys. Make sure to go check out bullshotdarts.com. So this tournament that I was at a few weeks ago was a Dart Players of Chicago event. And going into this tournament, I was not really feeling that good. If you guys remember, I was talking about you know, how my darts weren't feeling that good. I made that video about bouncing back. And I felt like I was bouncing back because I shot that match where I put up, I think like a 97 average. I forgot what it was, but it was my best average ever. So I was feeling, you know, good, but it was very short term. So when I went into this tournament, I wasn't feeling that confident. But I was excited to, well, still throw. So the tournament starts, and I had to play my buddy in the first. Well, I guess pretty much everyone here is my. Whoa, that was weird. Pretty much everyone here is my buddy, so I guess that doesn't make any sense to say. But his name's Rob. He helps run the Dart Players of Chicago events out here. And the first leg, or this is where I put up this outs performance that I was really excited about. And the first leg, I think, is where I got my 24 out. And then I believe it was the second leg, he had the throw and he hit like it was like a ton plus hit to leave himself on 32. And I was sitting on 150. And I just went up to the board, and in my mind, you know, when you're in a situation like that where you're on a big out and, you know, your opponent is sitting on a 1-dart finish, in my mind, I'm thinking if I hit that trip 20 with my first dart, I'm staying on that triple 20. There's no sense of moving over to that trip 18 if I have a perfect marker dart in the trip 20. So it was one of these shots that I manifested in my mind. And I always talk about manifestation on here. You know, visualize yourself hitting your darts before you approach. Because my first throw, like, I didn't even think anything about it. It just felt smooth. Went in the triple 20. Zero hesitation, because I know I'm going for that trip 20 again. And then, you know, I got that double 15 if I hit it. And thankfully, I got that second triple 20 and hit that double 15 to take out a 150 out. That was one of my best finishes that I ever have had. And to do it in a situation like that where I had all that pressure on me, I started to gain some confidence in my darts. Because like I was saying, I wasn't feeling that confident going into it. But sometimes all it takes is, you know, one really big shot to really turn that momentum around and boost up your confidence. And that shot is the shot that did it for me because I was able to steal the throw and get the darts back with the lead after a 150 out. So that momentum carried through the rest of the match because I ended up taking out a 74 and an 82. I love 82 as an out because I love any kind of out where I can start on that bullseye. So I did hit the 50 on my first dart, and I think I missed my second one, then hit the 32 with my third dart. I don't remember, but so like I have this 150, an 82, and a 74, and then my match winning out, I hit the 100, or I hit 100 to win the match. So I wasn't feeling the confident going into that match, but after hitting all those outs, finishing with the 75 average finish, and having a 150 out and a 100 out, so 2 outs, 100 plus, it really just turned my confidence around. I started feeling good again. So long story short, I win my, I think, next match. And then my next match, I'm not going to talk about it in this video. I might talk about it in a future video, but I ended up getting into a huge altercation with my opponent. It was the most crazy thing I've ever been a part of in my life, and I still can't believe it happened. But after that point, you know, I ended up going home, and I was just like super annoyed. I couldn't believe this happened. And then it was after that point where I lost my confidence again. And honestly, I just kind of like told myself that I just need to take a break from darts. I ended up going to the tournament on Sunday. It's so funny because the guy that I had the big altercation with, I ended up playing him in the first round on the following day. And it's so much funnier if you knew what the altercation was about, because I don't know, I just couldn't, the coincidence and everything, I just couldn't believe it happened. And when I realized I had to play him the first round, like I was pretty much checked out of that tournament. I was up on him 5-3. So I needed one more leg to get the win, and I was sitting on 170 after 9 darts. And I went trip 20. And after what happened the day before and whatever, like I just wanted to beat him. So I went for that bullseye, missed it, hit the 25. So I'm sitting on 25 after 12 darts. I think he was still in like the 300s. And then I proceeded to miss that double 4 so many more times. That double 4 has been my kryptonite lately. I don't know if I'm gonna start practicing it more, or if I'm just gonna completely take the double 4 out of my darts game. Because with 25 left, I like going 17 double 4 because it's kind of in the same general area of the board, and so is 9 double 8. But sometimes if I'm feeling a little shaky and I feel like I might not hit it, at least if I hit a little to the left and hit the 3, I still have double 11. Whereas if you miss high or low up here, you're going to be on an odd number still. So he ended up winning that leg, going up 5-4. I just wanted to win too bad, and then I just choked from there. And yeah, so that was the end of the weekend. And it was after that where I just wanted to take a break from darts because, man, I can't believe how good my darts have been right now. I feel really good. This is making me pretty happy right now. But yeah, I mean, just life's been extremely stressful and stuff, and darts has always been my, you know, getaway from life. So when I had this huge situation happen, I was just like, all right, you know, I shoot darts to have fun, and this is the most unfun thing I have ever been a part of, and the most crazy, ridiculous, unprofessional thing I've ever seen in darts. I was just like, I am just going to take a break. And then thankfully we had this soft tip tournament last weekend up in Kenosha. I say up in Kenosha, but that's just up from me. So whenever I go up to Wisconsin, it's usually like Kenosha or Milwaukee, and it's always soft tip up there. I've never played steel tip up in Wisconsin. And quick shout out to some friends up there. I stocked up on some dart supplies while I was there from my friend Jeremy with Bullshot Darts. He gave me these flights. I really like the logo and everything on these, so thank you, Jeremy, for the flights. And not a paid advertisement or anything. I just like Jeremy. I like what they're doing with the Bullshot Darts and stuff, so they gave me these flights, so shout out to them. And it was the Kenosha, what is it called? The Kenosha City something? I don't know. But it's one of their big tournaments up there, and I always try to go up there every year. I don't go for doubles because doubles starts at 10 in the morning, and then singles is until 3 p.m. And if you've ever been to a soft tip tournament, you know that generally they're running behind. There's a lot of sitting and waiting, so instead of getting there at 10 in the morning, I would have to leave my house at like 8:30. So yeah, not interested in that. So I just show up for the singles. And I only see those guys, you know, a handful of times a year because it's not too often I go up there for soft tips. So it was really cool to see everyone there. Got to play against some friends, which, you know, they whooped me, but I still like playing against them. So the first day was cricket. And I was really excited that the first day was cricket because, I don't know, something about playing cricket on a soft tip board is just fun. I really enjoy playing cricket on a soft tip board because it's so easy, but because it's so easy, it makes it so hard. I don't know if that makes sense, but you know, people average 7s, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8 sometimes in these cricket matches, which it would be unheard of in a steel tip game. But since those averages are so high, clearly it's because it's easier to hit the targets, but at the same time, that makes the darts more important. So if you miss a dart in a soft tip cricket game, it is way more detrimental than if you miss a dart on a steel tip board. So I kind of like that pressure, and it just makes it really interesting, and the scoring is just much different. And I won my first match. It's so weird because my darts were so on and off, and like I said, this is me coming back from a break. I barely threw any darts the last 2 or 3 weeks leading up to this tournament. So my arm just felt like complete jelly, and using lighter darts, it just makes it that much weirder because it just made me feel more jelly. I got heavier darts a few years ago because I like the feeling that I'm actually holding something and throwing it. So I had moments where I would miss like too many darts, but then I would have moments where, you know, I'm hitting everything. So thankfully I was able to hit enough darts to win my first match. And then my second match, I played a friend of mine up there, Garrett, phenomenal soft tip player. And the thing is, it's always loser starts. So he won the cork on me. So in my mind, I didn't forfeit the first leg, but in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm more than likely going to lose this, but I can get to start the next one. So in my mind, I'm thinking, all right, hopefully at best, you know, we can get to 2-2. Well, I mean, at best, I could, you know, steal a throw and then hopefully win without going to a sudden death leg. But in my mind, I'm thinking, hopefully, you know, we switch off wins and then we go 2-2 and go into the fifth leg. So he beats me the first leg. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm like, my focus was already on the second leg. And I came out throwing well, but Garrett is an absolute animal. And he ended up throwing, I know it was 2 9 marks in a row. I don't remember if he threw triples before or after those 9 darts. So it could have been like possibly 10 or 11 triples in a row. But at the very least, I knew he had 2 9 marks in a row and really turned the whole momentum of that, obviously that leg over, but the whole match. And then he just ended up wiping the floor with me after that. I think he averaged over 6 in the next 2 legs. He might have even maybe got in the 7s on one of them. I don't remember, but it was awesome to watch because even though when I lose, I still appreciate good darts. So he beats me. I go into the losers bracket, and at soft tip tournaments, I really don't mind being in the losers bracket because I know I'm going to play more often. Sometimes if you win the first few matches, you have to wait like over an hour sometimes. So obviously it's nice to win, but it's not the worst thing in the world losing in the losers bracket because you can keep playing and get that momentum. A lot of times I've been in the losers bracket, I play, and I have all that momentum going to the final round from someone who's been sitting for an hour, and it can really help you, you know, get those wins. There's been plenty of times where I've won tournaments coming up from the losers bracket. So I don't mind. I went down there, won a couple matches, and I forgot the guy's name who I ended up losing to, but we had some good matches. And it just came down to me just missing too many darts. Like I said, if you just miss a couple darts, like you could be in big trouble. And I specifically remember going for that triple 19 because I think he opened with like 5 or 7 on the 20. And my first dart at that 19, I hit a 7. I was like, all right, this is downhill from here. So that was Saturday. We go on to Sunday. And Sunday was 0-1. And I was really excited. Wow, this video is getting really long. Sorry, guys. I'm back. I'm excited to talk to you guys. I hope you don't mind me talking too much. So Sunday is 501, and whenever I play 501 soft tip, it's always been open in, open out. So you're just throwing at the bullseye pretty much every dart until that last dart. So when I get there, I'm just playing 501 by myself on a practice board, just bullseye, 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 and then, you know, hitting the open out or whatever it is. And I threw a 10 dart leg in the warm-up, which was fun. Where am I getting at? Oh yeah, so I was feeling pretty good hitting that bullseye, and then right when the tournament started, they come up on the announcing, and it's like blah blah blah. It turns out it was double in and double out, and you can't open on the bullseye or close on the bullseye. So this completely changed my mindset going into the tournament, and not necessarily a bad way. It just threw me off. I was actually way more excited to play double in, double out, as opposed to just throwing at the bullseye all the time, because, you know, that can get boring, because it's almost like if you don't throw a 12 dart leg, you know, I almost feel like you have to throw minimum 12 dart leg to win those. And it just comes down to like one missed dart, literally one missed dart, and you can be done. So I was really excited, but it just threw me off. And sometimes there were 2 or 3 times where I did not double in with 3 darts. And there were plenty of times where I didn't double out with 3 darts. That's actually what ended up killing me in my final match. But double in, double out on soft tip is much harder than it sounds, because when I'm just messing around on a soft tip board, I've talked about this before in other videos, and I'm sure so many of you out there feel the same way. But when I throw on a soft tip board, I don't necessarily feel like I'm throwing darts. Like, obviously I am, but I feel like I'm playing more of an arcade game as opposed to throwing darts. And I just feel like I should hit every single dart that I throw. Obviously I don't, and obviously I never will, but that's just my mindset when I throw darts. Like, if I don't hit a hat trick in 501, I'm disappointed in myself. If I don't hit a 9 mark in cricket, like, I'm disappointed with myself. So it's pretty much just a never-ending cycle of disappointment when I play soft tip. But I forgot where I was going with this. Oh, so double in, double out, I was thinking would be pretty easy, but man, it's weird. Like, the pressure I get when I throw steel tip, I started feeling that playing the soft tip. So anyways, it was fun. I had a lot of fun this weekend. I always like going up north and seeing my Wisconsin friends, because it's not too often that I do. And I definitely want to get up there more, because there's just so much money in soft tip. There's some bars up north that they're paying out over $300 for, you know, the first place people. And I want in on that. And they do a point series that like culminates into a big grand finale. So I just want to get in on that too, because yeah, I just want to throw darts, and there's way more darts up north than there are in Chicago. But what's going on in Chicago is the steel tip, which I want to throw more. So I'm kind of like right in the middle. So I guess I kind of got the best of both worlds. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. See what this last throw here. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm super happy with how my darts are throwing right now. I can't believe how many triples I was hitting, because I've just been in the worst mental state the last 3 weeks, and coming off this soft tip tournament, and this is my first time. This is the most darts I've thrown since that tournament, outside of the tournament this last weekend. So I'm actually really happy with how my darts are throwing right now, and I don't know, hopefully this is a sign of good things in the future, because I was getting down on myself because my darts were bad. I had zero motivation. I'm actually going to make a video about that, because I think that's something we all can relate to, you know, lacking motivation to throw darts. That's where I've been the last 3 weeks, and after today, I feel good. Like, I'm actually looking forward to throwing more darts after I turn this video off, you know, getting some matches against Dart Connect. I'm rolling, and I'm so sorry, guys. I keep talking. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you go check out bullshotdarts.com. We got the coolest darts merch coming out very soon. I'm so excited about it. Click one of the videos that popped up over here if you're still here, but you're probably not. But if you are, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, and shoot well.